Hello. How are we all today? I smell soap. I mean, distinctly possible. Do I still need to move bales? Gonna guess no. Cows are doing pretty good. How's Dave? Fine-ish. Right. So, today is groundwork day. Is my Calmsden calm? Relatively. No, it was set the right way. Never mind. Sick of weather, windy weather. How's Dave and the cats? Ginger got into a fight with we think a dog last night. He came in today looking very rough, very sorry for himself. Oh yeah, I have no money. Let's resolve that issue first. Let's resolve the money issue first, I think. We'll do it the relatively easy way by selling crop. Because I got a butt ton of wheat and barley that I can get rid of. Yeah, if you didn't see the announcement on Discord yesterday, yesterday's stream was cancelled just because I was super tired. I had a long day. I didn't get the op yesterday. That will be happening on literally April's Fool's Day. I'm not even kidding. That's the date we've scheduled. And it will be in the mid-afternoon, so there is zero... Well, there was zero chance of a stream anyway, but expect me to take a couple of days to recover, because my mouth will be sore. I have been told to expect pain for up to 10 days afterwards, so you might not get streams for a week and a half. Because I don't want to stream when I'm in pain. Or have a big swollen face here, even though it'll be covered by my beard. Don't want to stream when I'm not in a good condition. Where are we selling this? The multi-production... No, we'll sell at Cotswold stores. Wherever that is. It is... How on earth do I get down there? Right. You get there by road. Thank you, Yanis, for your amazing insight there. So I guess we go down this way and go around field like 8 and 12, because I know going the other way means the hell hill. Which, no. We're not doing the hill today. And I think just the one trailer load should be enough to be good. Oh, it's... Oh dear. I may have made a bad decision here. We're not doing the hill today. I don't want to do the hill today. We might have to do a hill, but I don't want to do that hill. Go full Dakar mode and straight ahead. There's a wall in the way, though. Let's go for an adventure. walking along the dirt road. David making bad decision. What a strange week, I know. It's pointing to a major code issue. Yeah. I'm not entirely surprised by that. That's why it's taking so long to fix. Oh god. Well, I mean, it's a different till at least. Plus, we're only going to need to do this once today. I don't plan on buying anything today. I do plan on making some purchases, but only once we get Hell Hill 2, Electric Boogaloo, yeah. I do plan on making some purchases in the nearest future, but not today. Really shouldn't have got past testing to release. I don't know, like... I don't know enough about the... Oh god. That's just steep enough to cause problems. I don't know enough about the problem to really say anything about it, Steam Fan. Okay, this seems to be the way to go. There we go. Hey Kirk, how you doing today, dude? The hills on this map are something else. I'm not looking forward to I'm genuinely not looking forward to legitimately hilly maps. Because this one I would count as relatively flat. Okay. In here... I think... No, I needed to go take the next turn off. Because that's where I'm going. There's a fence in the way, though. And no exit here other than the way I just came. Wonderful. What happens if I pick up the collectibles? Do I get money for it? Oh, only $1,000 a pop. Well, that should be enough to, like, get the, this going. Because then yeah, now I've got that going, so I can, get the deer out and around. You know, I want back tip. I don't want grain door. I don't want to be sitting here all day unloading. Ooh. Good God, that's a giant field of potatoes. That is too many spuds. I might also take up a couple of contracts today, but like I do want to focus on getting the groundwork done. getting everything into a, I guess, relatively good spot. Like, what contracts are there available? Cultivating, fertilizing, harvesting. That's... That's that field. No. I can't do these contracts because the John Deere can't... Let's just leave it at that for now. It probably could, Yanis. I was only having issues because this is... This doesn't have 500 horsepower. The potato harvester has 500 horsepower. It would make it up those hills. It'd be slow, but it'd make it up. Let's go down the hill today. Because it's actually slightly... Do you know what? I should have just gone up the hill and bent the bullet there. Yeah. Oh well. I do plan on getting this parcel of land soon enough. And getting production going in there. Then again... There should be enough space in the parcel I already have to do everything. I own Field 23. Hang on a second. Is Field 23 ready for harvest? No. Storm back for a few days ago. There was a hurricane. Was the USA that winds 147 miles an hour. You were topped 93 miles an hour. Yeah. It was... I think the METARs I was working with was 35 knots gusting. No, 25 knots gusting 30, which is 25 to 27 miles an hour, gusting 30 to 35. So it could have been a lot worse. So that should be enough money to get us going here. Keep us going. The Bat! Cheers for the follow. I have mounted a fence in your honor. If I put this there... Yeah. Now I at least know where it is. Could you detach, please? There we go. Oh, the fields need lime, don't they? My fields need lime. Okay, so field 6 is... I've apparently missed a bit of field 2. So if I grab... I grab the Valtro, wherever that's gone. Yeah, I need to... bring this over to field 2, which is Basically just around the corner. I'll grab the de-stoner and bring that up. We can get a few more stones out of field 2 and be a bit better off? Question mark? A bit crazy testing a twin otter, and at least it was. That's kind of what I do in Flight Sim, though, Steam fan. Like, I tend to try and find interesting, aka terrible weather, and bring planes out in it just to see how they behave. It's genuinely fun. Good way to test my abilities too. So, oh, perfect. Wonderful. So I can park this here. Need to select the trailer bit of it though. We'll go get the stone picker, and I will need to manually plow a bit of that field. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. I'm conscious of the fuel load in this as well. Can't you set custom weather conditions? Yeah, I tend to make it... If I'm using custom weather, Yanis, I tend to make it nice and... like, kind of cloudy. Like flying in cloudy weather. That's what I did on Sunday. If I'm looking for crazy weather, I want real crazy weather. I don't want to make it intentionally loopy. I want to deal with something that is actually happening somewhere in the world. That's kind of what's interesting to... Oops. That's kind of where I get my fun in Flight Sim. Right, let's get this going. Any regular bad weather hotspots? It depends on the time of year, Yanis. This time of year is usually around the UK. Certain parts of the States. During hurricane season, wherever the hurricanes are. You're late, Buzz. What have you done? So I was, earlier today, looking forward to a launch tonight, but that's apparently been moved. Which I'd complain, but it's been moved to tomorrow. 2 hours after another launch. By the looks of it. Because SpaceX are apparently trying for 3 launches in 3 days from 3 pads, and just decided to flex even more by doing two launches in 2 hours from 2 pads. Tornado season will be... It is tornado season already. Tornado season never ends. But tornadoes are very unpredictable. Hurricane season's where it's at, because you can... like, they take a while to move about. There's a part of me that wanted to fly around the nor'easter, around Boston, but... long story short, Flight Sim doesn't do well with snow. It just covers everything in white, and you can't see what's what. So we're going to manually de-stone this bit of the field here, because I don't trust the Valtra not to go off on a random tangent down the field. So I'm not updating it. Have you made it to the eye of hurricane? The eye is the boring bit. Yanis. I've landed in hurricane force winds before in a 737 back when I was playing X-Plane. Nothing says fun like landing a Boeing 737 at a ground speed of 40 miles per hour, or about 60 kilometers an hour. The eye wall is the spicy bit. Dude, I landed a 737 at 60 kilometers an hour. I've been to the spicy bit. Also, X-Plane deals in real physics, so I was having to hand fly a 737 despite it just being a block of ice. It was basically fully iced up and stalling and being blown left and right, and I still managed to get to my destination airport and hovered it down to the runway, because if you're going at 30 odd knots ground speed, it genuinely just looks like the plane's kind of hovering. Hurricane plus twatter equals funky landing. Hurricane plus twatter equals you're landing backwards. Which I think I might be able to do, but at the same time don't want to test it. VTOL and hurricane, that would just be death. Trying to use that eVTOL, like it doesn't handle well at all. Like, oh, my internet has gone bad again. Wonderful. You gonna come back? Oh, the F-35. I mean, you could probably get away with that. Although you wouldn't want to try VTOL mode. You'd actually want to try and take it off forwards, and you'd still probably be able to VTOL it. I mean, if you get good enough winds, you can get the Cub to VTOL. Like, you can take almost anything off vertically if you get good enough winds. So the aim of this, number one, get rid of the stones. Number two, make sure that I've got enough lime for these fields. Because that's going to be the job after this one. If I'm waiting for the plough to be done, because I want to do field 23 as well. Actually, field 23, I kind of want to... harvest field 23. Which means that I'll need to rent a cotton harvester. And do a cotton harvest for the first time in about... Well, for the first time in like 2 years. Not a big fan of cotton. But, I'll do it. I want the extra money. Piper Cub in a tornado equals bad. Yeah. I've tried that. It does not fly. The wind just catches every bit of the airframe and flings it about in weird, hideous circles. Although that was in Flight Sim, so it could be that the physics didn't quite know what to do with a Piper Cub in 200 knot winds. Right, let's get this over to the dumper. It's only 400 litres extra stones, but that's gonna help. It's like Tesco, every little helps. Alright, I'll park this up just over here. Grab that, bring it and just park it beside it for now. Because I don't see the wow, the Z fighting, that trailer's real. I don't see the point in just dumping this into the rock crusher just yet. So there we go. Grab you again. And let's get... Let's do this legit. Let's get out of here, get lime into this, and get going. Because we've got 2 fields to lime up now. One that we will in a few minutes. Or a little bit. I think the hard worker has stopped. Either that or it's just reversing the length of the field. One of the it's reversing the length of the field. We won't do that. Yeah, that's kind of the plan, Steam Fan, is rent a cotton harvester. I'll probably rent the John Deere because I've never used it. Lease... It doesn't say how much it costs to lease, but I'll lease the John Deere. And get cotton that way. I still wish there was an easier way to do cotton. Like, I would love in cotton technology for there to be a tow-behind harvester. Just to kind of open up cotton for the earlier parts of the game. Oh, I'm gonna need... Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna need the class up here. Yeah, the class is gonna have to come up here with a bucket. Because I just remembered that I put all the lime out on the ground, didn't I? I think a mid to long-term plan would be... It wouldn't be the worst plan in the world to get a conveyor set up out here. Okay, so we'll park that there. The McCormick has finished work, so let's steal you and get the rest of this field done. Because then I can set the... I should really get an inspector mod. I'm just thinking kind of in 3 different ways at the moment, sorry. I really need to get an inspector mod so that I can set the Voltra off on the stone picker without needing to worry about double checking on every few minutes or losing out on stone. Thought I'd just be. I have both. The class didn't really mention it, but the class is kind of was purchased to deal with the productions area. Don't forget to play flights in. That's my plan for after the stream, Buzz. I was going to do it last night, but I wanted to play some Transport Fever because I like logistics. And I'll update Flight Sim after the stream because hopefully it'll be done by about 10. If not, I'll find something else to do for a little while, I guess. I could chill and just do nothing, but I don't like doing that. Hello, Alex. I must send you some Australian music that I like. Yeah, if you're wondering, Microsoft Flight Sim updated last night, and it's World Update 7, which is Australia. I'm thinking this weekend we might do some flights around Uluru. Am I now on an Australian music binge? I always have been. No, Alex, I genuinely mean like an actual Australian song that Australians love. Because I know one. It's called Home Among the Gum Trees. And the remix is blummin' brilliant. That one. Yes, that one. It's very good. Trotter Nas. I don't know. Like, that's the temptation, but I might see what the, if I can find a Royal Flying Doctor Service livery for something. Because Australia is so big that instead of, like, doctors driving around in cars, they have a flying doctor. Instead of using helicopters like you know, Helimed and whatever in the UK, King Air, they do have King Airs, yes. Not a big fan of the King Air though. I know they have smaller planes too, Alex. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. There we go. This field will be done in a little bit of time, but fairly quickly. And then tomorrow will be lime. Nothing but lime. Australia's just another level mental. I mean, Australia is the United States, but with less people. Let's take the DC-4? The DC-6, you mean? I've not flown that in a while, and it takes a bit of getting used to, so probably not, even if I do my usual familiarization flight. The DC-6 has so many little quirks that it can be a bit painful to work with. PC-12s, PC-24s, and King Airs. Is that all? Wow. I thought they had a few smaller planes. PC-12 could be replaced by the DBM-930 and PC-24 by the PC-24. GG, Alex. What a typo. PC-6, I presume. I'll have a look at what I've got and what Australia flies. PC-24 by the CJ-4. Ooh. CJ-4 hops would be kind of fun. I need to make sure that my CJ4 mod's up to date, though. I'll have a look at some ideas after throughout the week. and see what we can come up with. Take the Junkers. I mean, there is a thing that I could do that is tempting, but would take a while. It would be kind of a stream series. And I'm not sure if I want to do that on Sundays. In any case, that's planning for the better part of a week away. Alex, don't know if you gathered from the announcement I made this, was it last night? Yesterday. About my op and whatnot. The thing that we were discussing, I'll be doing it over that period. That'll be the best time for me to do that. Because I'll be able to do a lot of stuff. I just won't want to stream. I'll just want to chill and get kind of... It'll be a good time to do a lot of background stuff. Depending on my mood over those days. Secret stuff. Secret stuff that, again, will improve streams. Specifically Flight Sim streams. Like, I've actually got a lot going on at the moment, and I'm kind of surprised that I do, because I generally don't have a lot going on. But I'm trying to get, like, 1,000,001 things done, and it's all, I'm kind of trying to pile it all on top of itself, so that I'm busy a lot more, so that I don't get so bored in the evenings. Like, I find that I get bored very quickly when I've got nothing to do. And when I get bored, I get into a funk. When I'm busy, and when I keep myself busy, I don't tend to get into funks as much. And if I do get into a funk, it's actually dealt with much easier by just working on something and making myself do a bit of work. So, if you're wondering why suddenly I've got this massive work ethic, it's actually because I find that it helps. Helps keep me, keeps me above water, we'll say. You can never be bothered to. Buzz, I'll tell you my method that I use. It might work for you, it might not. Set yourself a small, achievable daily goal. So, for me, it's, get 1 page front and back of notes typed up. Because that way I've got a goal, I've got kind of where I want to be, where I am. You'll find that if you do that, you don't even have the motivation. It's not motivation, Alex, it's I need to do this today. If it doesn't get done, I'll need to do twice as much tomorrow. It's forcing yourself to do stuff, and you'll find that by forcing yourself to do stuff, you have the motivation to do it. It's just creating your own motivation. Which, yeah, you gotta make yourself suffer a bit. But it works. For me, at least. That's what Buzz, that's how I get my work done. That's genuinely how I work. Is I set myself a small and achievable goal every day, and a obviously larger overarching goal of get all the notes done up, which it'll eventually happen, but you know, it's longer term goal. First 7 races? I thought it was 8. Giannis, I don't half-ass things. That's the glory of it. Like, I kind of half-ass the streams. But this is work towards a larger project that I'm motivated to do. So, by forcing myself to do a small bit every day, it's helping me get where I need to be. The flash sleep well. Not really, no. She had me up at 3 o'clock this morning because she was wrecking the living room, and she started doing it again at 8. And like at 3 I was just nodding off to sleep and she started knocking things, so I was fuming. She did it again at 8 and I was too tired. Why not force myself to be on time with streams? Because I got a lot more to deal with in the earlier part of the day. Like, there will be streams cancelled this month. And I'm telling you this now. Because my sister has another appointment at her dentist, also in Cork. And that'll possibly be an all-day thing. I don't know what date it is. I'll need to get it off her, but you know, that could be a time where that could be a day where I have to call the stream off, just because I won't have the ability to not mind Flash for a couple of hours. And also, yes, sometimes I just feel off and kind of go into... This happened today. I felt off and I went into kind of a daze. And before I knew it, it was 5. And I was like, ah, nuts. But like you said, I have 0 time management skill. So that definitely doesn't help. I need to get better at being on time with streams, though. You're right in both fronts. I need my chill time as well. Yeah. I need to start making a second small goal of be on time with the stream. I'll be honest. Because yeah, I am bad at it, and I need to get better. Maybe what I need to do is actually just say, okay, before I stream, any online time is just going to be focused towards checking stuff for stream, or any time with PC is focused towards getting the stream ready. That might help. Because I didn't get up onto my PC until about 4. So that's part of the reason the stream was a bit late, was I was late getting onto my PC again today. By the by, I should have mentioned this a bit earlier. I am aware of these items. The high specs. Do I have a clock on my desk? No. Well, yes, but it doesn't have a battery on it. I'm aware of the high specs in the Brown Bale trailer. I have all 3 downloaded. Well, I have both of them downloaded. The high spec I didn't realize was 2 packs. Or was 2 pieces of equipment. I have them downloaded. I will be using them. Likely on this map, actually. I may swap out the bale trailer I already have for the Brown. But yeah, it's a small bit of... Yeah, small bit of inside info here. We actually have very few clocks in the house. What? Screw physical clock. Reminders on phone. That would help. If I set a reminder for 5 o'clock every day, I could at the very least have an alarm go off 10 to 5, which gives me more than enough time to set up. Because I got set up in 3-4 minutes today, even with putting up the green screen. I'm getting better at that. Clock say needed. We don't have an Alexa, but I do have a phone and a watch on me. Yeah, I think the reminder course of action is actually a better one for me. Because I usually have my phone on me. If I'm at my desk, it's almost always sat in front of me. But if you're just joining, yes, we are ploughing. And we're going to be destoning this field as well. The reason that I'm kind of fixated on destoning the fields after ploughing is quite simple. I've got the rock crusher mod that turns the rocks into lime and produces a metric butt ton of lime. The D1000... You're correct, Steam Fan. And the Hestons. Because 40 would have set it up like that. 40 ain't gonna release a trailer that isn't set up for his own stuff. Alexa's in every room. Buzz, I'm gonna be as nice as possible here. My mother struggles to run her laptop. My dad struggles with his phone. They probably wouldn't be able to deal with Alexa. As much as I, to a certain extent, like one. Like, there have been multiple times where I've been called downstairs because my mother's laptop has done something weird and I need to fix it. And what really doesn't help is she has a Chromebook. I'm not used to Chromebooks. So I need to figure out Chromebooks while fixing her Chromebook. And troubleshooting her Chromebook. Luckily, I'm known to be terrible with phones, so my sister gets all the phone issues. And needing your phone or alt-tabbing. I mean, I'm honestly quite happy just checking my phone. The worst thing is like I just don't check the time on my PC. Hey. So it's break. Oh, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I just say screw the Alexa then. I get frustrated enough with my phone when it does weird stuff. Like the other night, it refused to charge unless the charge was pointed a specific way, and after that I was like, oh yeah! I have a charging port! Let's just charge up no matter what you do now. Like I spent 15-20 minutes just troubleshooting my phone won't charge. I mentioned to my sister the next day, and she said, oh no, you can just wirelessly charge your phone. I'm like, no. My phone doesn't support that. But it has NFC. It can wirelessly charge. No, it can't. It has NFC for data. It does not have NFC for power. It's not wired in that way. If it had NFC for power, I would be wirelessly charging my phone right now on my mouse pad. Because my mouse pad can wirelessly charge. My mouse pad has a wireless charger built in because, hey, why not? So we're almost done with this field. And, oh god, the fuel level in the McCormick is low. That's not good. Do we have fuel in that tank there? So I want to say that's this field done. Is there fuel in it? No, it's empty. Yeah, let's buy 10,000 liters of fuel, because I'm going to run through probably the vast majority of it. And you... Actually... Let's bring this over to the field first. Now we're going to be setting up for the liming of the fields. Hooray! Which is going to be a pain. And I know it's going to be a pain. I'm trying to think of what crops I want to put into the fields as well. Just need to check what can actually be sold. Oats, canola, sorghum. So if I go... We got 3 fields here and 1 over there. Oats, canola, sorghum. And wheat or barley. In the shed of the dairy yard, there's certain seed points, but don't know if they work. They might, but I don't really want to use them. I should probably refuel the Valtra as well. DHL Chaos box. Yep. Which is comical, because you'd think it'd be DHL, but no, because it'd be confusing with Lufthansa. That's probably why they went with box as opposed to DHL, because you'd have DHL and DLH in German airspace, which would be... I know Lufthansa's DLH, Deutsche Lufthansa. But it'd be DLH and DHL, and traffic ATC would get very confused very quickly by 2 very similar looking call signs. It's like if you, if I'm playing for a wind test, the Beluga. It's Federal Express. Yeah, that's just FedEx being FedEx. The Super Guppy would be kind of fun, I think, Steam Fan. Right, we can park the McCormick for now. And get the Valtra out into the field. There's going to be quite a lot of little things like this where I need to just do, because I'm using hired workers again, I need to just do kind of admin tasks of moving them around, which is part of the reason I don't really like using them. Right, go. And now you Where? Okay, I know where you are. Right, we're almost ready to actually get some liming done, but I think I might need to buy something first. Do I think the class will be able to deal with what I want to buy full of lime? Pretty sure. AI worker A is blocked by an object. Who's blocked by what? Oh, you're blocked by the trailer. Well... Ah! The McCormick can pull the trailer. It's Field 23 ready to harvest. No, not yet. I think it's an October harvest, Seam Fan. Cotton. Yeah, it's October harvest. Okay, just want to check that. That's good. Back to this. Back to doing little bits of admin work. I'm fully aware there's a bucket there. Kind of want to keep that there for the cows. So let's have a look at what buckets I have for front loader. Brestle and ladder shovel would be nice. Can this handle lime? Yes. Definitely want... Yeah, we'll go with 2080. And just reset it from the shop. So, that equipment there is going to be just for the cows. Because that way I've definitely got everything I'll need for the cows in one spot. And I know where it is. And it's near what it, I think, takes front loader tools. I hope it does. If it doesn't, well, nuts. I'll just have to get skid steer tools instead. Also, I need to refill my e-cig. Give me a second. Here we go. Dunzo. And I will periodically be checking up on the Valtra Valmet, because it won't give me an alert when it's full. And I want to get as much lime as I can out of the fields. Because if I get as much lime as I can out of the fields, I can put as much lime as possible onto the fields for as little money as is humanly possible. Again, the aim of this map is to go self-sufficient and just have everything that I need be produced up over there in that production yard. Because if I can get the map to be self-sufficient, it'll be hilarious amounts of money coming in from every harvest. Because it'll basically all be profit. And that roll lift trailer is going to be one of the core things, because I will need to be moving manure up to the multi-production plant. That's going to require a trailer, and I don't mind using the same trailer for manure and rocks and lime. So that's kind of where I'm stood with that kind of stuff. Is the multi-production stuff is going to all go into the roll lift trailer there. As for this bucket, well, I can produce solid fertilizer seeds, mineral feed, and lime. I don't mind putting all four into this bucket, just to keep kind of a semblance of realism to it all. Also, my bales are going to be stored up here, kind of in future. Even if you get enough lime for each field, all sounds of field. If I get enough lime to do 1 or 2 fields, they're big fields, so they'll need a lot of lime, I'll be quite happy. Like, the simple fact that I'm not going to be spending as much on lime is going to increase the amount of money. Oh god. Increase the amount of money I can make on this map. Okay, so it can't really handle 2 tons of lime. Which I'm not entirely surprised by, but it's going to make this just that little bit more difficult. Okay, back a bit. There we go. I'm gonna actually send... Yeah, I'm gonna send you out with just the 1 bucket load of lime to see how much that covers at 42 meters. And we'll start off with field 2, because that's the closest field. How much is... 14.5. Okay. That would be a solution. Get an auger for the lime. Another solution would be just get a damn wheel loader, Dave. Or use a smaller bucket. Smaller bucket would do the same thing. Could the class do the bigger JCB's jobs? What, the Teletruck? It probably could do the same stuff as the Teletruck. Do I still have the JCB telehandler? Because you just raised a really good point. If I still have that JCB telehandler, I might be able to use that to deal with the lime. Do I still have it? I do. Just had an even better idea. Take off the adapter. There is a workshop in that shed. Wait, You turn off for now. You turn back on. I've had an idea. There's a workshop in that shed too. Ah, yes. Wonderful. I accidentally built a shed with a workshop over here, so this will actually be even faster than I was anticipating. Okay, so... I know that currently I'm making no sense. That's fine. There's a workshop in this shed here on the far... the bottom shed here on the far bay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this to be a big boy bucket, but also change the attacher to be telehandler. Because Team Fan, you raised a good point. This telehandler is quite heavy and quite big and should be able to cope with actually more lime than the JCB, because the center of mass isn't as far forward. Or not the JCB, the class. How are you doing? 843. Good to hear. Thank you very much. Back to you. Do I even need the class now? Do I need the class? That's a really good question. Because if this can do all the jobs the class can do on the higher end, and the tower truck can do all the jobs the class can do on the lower end, well, this can definitely do the mid-end jobs, or the mid-tier jobs, because it's got a front I've got a front loader adapter for it. So do I need the class? Oh, the Teletruck. Does the Teletruck use front loader tools or handler tools? It uses skid steer tools. Keep the braces. Change it to handler. I'm hoping this will work. Because again, the center mass is going to be fairly close to central just because of the way this all attaches together. Is there some... there should be some lime in the stone crusher, shouldn't there? Yes, there's 18,000 liters in there. Oh, this can handle this. Wonderful. I'm kind of thinking I might need a bigger fertilizer spreader, though. Do I need the class? How much would I get for selling the class? 47 grand. I'm gonna have to think about swapping out the class and this fertilizer spreader for something a bit more appropriate to the size of field I have. I kind of was expecting this to do a bit better than it has. Okay, one bucket, one fill? Basically. Eee. I might need to get a weight for the front of the deer. Because she is not happy at this kind of weight on the back. If you at the shop, you get more in the menu, especially if you repair and repaint. Yeah. Though sometimes I've noticed that repairing can cost you more than actually than you would get extra from like repairing it and selling it. So there's that to be aware of. Right, let's just go across the field this time. Can the... Silly question. Can the manure spreaders take anything other than manure? No. Good to know. Okay, 200 liters ain't gonna get me very far, but I'm gonna just spread this down here. Yeah, so that's what a full load gets me in this. Problem with bringing it down to the shop, Steam Fan, is that it's quite a long drive, especially in the class. Actually, from where the class is now, it's not. I also need to be aware of the Valtra, which should be full now. It's closing in on full. Yeah, I need a bigger fertilizer spreader. I don't think there's a way around that. I don't think there's a way to make this work any better than it already does. So I need a bigger spreader. If only to deal with the lime. And I mean, if I start running low on money, I can just sell another trailer load of barley. It's not going to be a big issue. Especially now that the McCormick's free, I'll actually have power to get up the hell hill. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the only really logical way I can get around this, is just swap this spreader and the class out for a bigger spreader, because I don't actually need the class. I can just use the JCB for any jobs it could do. It's faster, it's able to lift more, it's a bit more versatile, and because it's not a because it's not articulated, it's a bit easier to handle. So just hold that there for a second. Bring this down as well. This will take a little bit of time, but as you said, selling at the shop gets you that bit extra money, which I'll want. I want to try and get the biggest spreader I can. At the moment, it's looking like I'll be getting a Bradle. Actually, I'll be getting a Bradle no matter what, because I needed to handle lime as well. So what's the biggest config I can give this thing? 46.7 and... Do I need the 6 meter spreading unit? I don't think I do. Yeah, 46.375. We've got 2155. We should be able to buy that. We shouldn't have an issue. And once we get... Once we get it, we'll be able to rocket through stuff, because it'll take, like... I want it in the biggest config possible, just because I'll need a lot of lime in that trailer for it to be in any way worthwhile. If I can make it worthwhile in terms of, like, time between spreads, that's even better. But I don't need it to be... I do need it to be 18 meters because they're big fields. I do need the 6 meter spreading unit. Bit of a shame. I do like this class, but not suitable for this map. Yeah, that's on my end. 72.6. Yeah, we can get this fully spec'd out. Big. Michelin's 6 meter spreading unit. Buy that. Can we also buy a slurry tanker? No, but only just. How much is the... it's in bale loaders. 18.5... I don't know what the difference between these two is. Okay. Just say 15 for that. Cover, yes. Don't know what the cover's for, but okay. So that'll be 25.3 to get that spec'd out the way that I want it. GPU won't go full... Oh, good, it's doing that thing again. Wonderful. Right, the deer might struggle with this now, actually. But I don't see a way around that problem. Okay, sweet. So let's get this up to the storage point. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just take the lime out of the crusher first, and then top it up with the JCB. I think that's a better way of doing it. Yeah, Steamfan, thanks for reminding me that I don't necessarily need the class, because all the small jobs are covered by the little JCB. All the big jobs are covered by the actual class. MSFF's updates always break stuff. It's just trying to find what stuff's broken, and frustratingly it's that GPU issue again. Upstairs. Cheers for the follow. Much appreciated. Apologies for my stream of consciousness rambling. Right. Can the deer handle this? Yes, it can. Wonderful. Volta check, you're full. Flight Sim Discord is useless as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, Discords can be quite useless for helping. I try and help as much as I can, by and large. I know that some of it's sarcastic, but... Let's get... you... Upstairs, choose the raid with a party of 1. Appreciation is being shown. 3 loaders will be needed eventually. But for now, 3 loaders is overkill, especially when they're 3 small loaders. Okay, you go again. Please turn the right way. Please turn the right way. I mean, they're not wrong, Alex, but that's not particularly helpful. Discord thinks you're a bot, Steam fan. Oh boy, look at the tires on this thing! It's a Flay on Vatson. Again, not wrong, but also not helpful. How's stream been so far? Internet issues aside, pretty fun. I tend to enjoy thinking things through, so, like, my style is not, let's say, it's not a Daggerwin style, or a VF style, or the style of most streamers, where it's just, hey, let's do a thing way without thinking. I think of what's the most efficient way to do it. Which I'm fully aware can be boring for a lot of people, but you know, I don't want to be generic farm sim content creator number 732. I want to be Rainbow Dave number 1. So I'm gonna continue being me and playing in my own way, and you know, if people find it entertaining, and some people do, then that's great. If people don't, well, there are tons of other streamers who play in their own ways. And, you know, my playstyle isn't what you're into, then that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to complain, I'm not going to knock you. I know that every possible streamer has people who don't like them, and I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm trying to please the people who come here looking for what they expect to see from me, because they've seen it day in, day out for a few years now. That said, stupid stuff still happens because I have weird ideas on how to do things. But I don't see the point in trying to win everyone over at once. Now that... oh, God. It's much calmer of late? Yeah, but it's not as analytical as mine. That's kind of the point I was trying to get across, Steam fan. Because, like, the general rule if you're doing streams is you have to have something happening at all times, and I'm kind of fine sitting down and just stopping and thinking and talking you guys through what I'm thinking and how I'm thinking it. Because I kind of enjoy playing this as if it's a real farm. And like, sure, I do the challenges and that's fine, but again, talk you guys through what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it. And I'll let you guys suggest stuff which I'll accept if there's a good reason. Think about that too. Because again, what's the point in just sitting here and doing generic farm sim stuff? If I did that, I'd probably have more viewers, sure, but I wouldn't have as much fun. I wouldn't enjoy it as much. It wouldn't be me. I'd rather be genuine than rich. So, let's see. This is definitely like an... Like, sure, I'm not getting as much spread on this because it only goes out to 18 meters as opposed to 42. That's exactly it, Steam fan. The advice I always give people when they ask, oh, how do you start streaming? I'm like, what do you have any advice for streaming? Do your own thing. Don't worry what others are doing, because what's the point? If you're trying to be like somebody else, you're failing from the start. I'm trying to do my own thing in my own way, and if other people start coming up with ideas that are very similar to mine, then good. It means I'm onto something. You know, I don't mind being the guy who's going out on a limb doing weird stuff and playing the game very differently to everybody else when that's how I play the game. And hey, who knows? Maybe my playstyle will come into fashion. Hey, OSB. I love how you're subbed, and that was your first chat. That was the first thing you put into chat in this stream. Like, already subbed, and your first words in the stream are, hey. Hey, how's it going? I've already given you money. How you doing, dude? I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Is like you can enjoy polar opposites of stuff. And for a while, me and VF were very much polar opposites. He was super high energy. I've always been just chill and, you know, chill streams are kind of where it's at. It doesn't wreck my throat either. I've tried high energy. Wrecks my voice. Low energy farm sim and chill? Yes. Because I find it's a relaxing game. It doesn't need to be high energy. Living in Australia makes it difficult to watch. You've known about me for about 5 years. I feel sorry for you knowing about me for that long. Yeah, I can understand. My timing is awful for Australians, but I don't have much free time during the day. I don't have much time during the day where I can stream. That's kind of why I'm restricted to, like, 5 to 7 my time. It's about the only time I can stream. Just for various reasons. Like, I feel bad leaving everybody downstairs to deal with the cat because she's mental and a handful, and oh my god. She was good for like a week. And then my sister came home and she was like, time to cause mayhem once again. Like, thanks. Thanks, I didn't need sleep anyway. She sat me downstairs at 3 o'clock in the morning. The last few nights that I've been minding her, it's like, yeah, really would like to be asleep right now. That'd be much appreciated. You like watching Calmsden VODs? Yeah, I've been doing my best to keep up to date with them on YouTube. I need to double check that I am actually up to date after the stream now that I think about it. So thanks for the reminder. Today's can't go up until after tomorrow's stream at the very earliest. For reasons. I need to have a 24-hour delay after the stream. And OSB, I just FYI, the start of April 1st to I don't know when this will end, there will be a break in streams. I'm getting a minor procedure done. Getting a wisdom tooth extracted, but it'll be surgically extracted, so I basically have decided that while I'm recovering from that, I won't be streaming, because I want the recovery to be as quick and as thorough as possible. Talking for 2 hours a day, not conducive to mouth healing. So, apologies for that break in streams in advance, but my health has to come first. Read something about that in Discord. Yeah, I went in for consultation yesterday because I said I kind of prefer general anesthetic, but after the consult I've decided that I'll do it under local. Deal with a bit more discomfort to avoid spending half a day in a hospital. Because hospitals are already slammed, as is. I don't really like hospitals to begin with. Don't like being in hospital. Don't think anybody does, but if I can avoid it, I will. And on top of that, like, minimizing COVID risk is a good idea. With a variant like Omicron that spreads rapidly. Like, she doesn't sit at people's feet, she just jumps on things. If she's sitting at your feet, then you need to be worried. Because that means she's scheming. She's either scheming or she's done something and wants to look very innocent about it. It's looking like, by the way, we'll only get like 2 fields done. Maybe. I don't know. We won't get all the fields done with the free line that I'm generating. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. Hey, Cowboy Klex. Or wants food. Yeah, that too. that's actually true, Steam fan. How am I, I've been better. But I'm good otherwise. I'm good. I'm just, you know those days where you're like, I've been better, but also I'm fine. But I could be better. It's that kind of day. It's like, there's nothing wrong, it's just that it could be more right. Refill, please. Medium day. Like, yeah. It's a middle of the road kind of day. Tomorrow's gonna be worse, because I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. I didn't get out of bed until too late today, so I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. So I'm not gonna feel the greatest tomorrow. How does Ginger deal with it? He doesn't care. That's not good. It's a problem of my own creation. And like, who knows, maybe not being able to sleep for a while tonight would be a good thing, because it'll mean that I'll be a bit more awake to deal with Flash's nonsense. Because I don't feel it's right to complain about problems of my own creation, because it's my own damn fault. I'll take ownership. Ooh. Yes, this is how this works. Ginger's a chilled cat. All he wants is attention and sleep. And my sister's sworn as of today that he's not leaving her sight again anytime soon. Okay, I've not pushed any through the collisions. That's good. I'm kind of curious with the new way the buckets work. What happens if you do it up against a collision? Because I know that in previous games you could actually push stuff through the collisions and the walls. That created problems. Hey Enzo! Right. That should do. That should be more or less full. No, turn off. I don't need to turn you back on. Yeah, we're short by 75 litres, which is nothing. You have some advice, please? I can do my best. My advice can either be really good or terrible. So, you know, take what I say with several pinches of salt, some antacids. How do you stop liking someone? You don't. You don't. You just accept the way things are. You just accept it and move on, and maybe you'll find somebody else you like more. Alex, you're just having a day. Flight Sim's doing its thing again. Every update they break stuff. Be happy with yourself. Do you know what? That's really good advice. You gotta... Yeah, if you're not happy with yourself, and you don't like yourself, why are you liking other people? Should probably check on the Valtra again soon. But I don't think it should be full just yet. I mean, still, it's probably a good idea to check on it again. Yeah, let's give the Valtra a quick check. Close enough to full that I'll stop it up and give it an empty. If you're wondering, by the way, why I've got the McCormick, the biggest tractor I have on a trailer, rocks are heavy. Rocks are heavy, boys. This is also the fastest tractor I have now that I look at it. Okay, off he goes. Just back this up so that if I get a notification that AI worker D is blocked again, I'll know that it's turned the wrong direction. That was actually a smart thing I just did, wasn't it? Block the direction that's not correct so that it has to go the right way. Why didn't I think of this before? Why didn't I think to just block the way that's not right? I don't know, OSB. It's really annoying. That's why I'm blocking it with the trailer and tractor. Like I had that problem in this field. It doesn't seem to pick up on something correctly. Is my guess. I'm hoping that we actually have enough lime to deal with all the fields. I don't think we are. Yeah, enough lime to deal with all the fields. Don't think we will. I've got a sneaking suspicion we'll have to buy some, and that's fine. Because of the workers. Yes, the hired workers, but there's a... Enzo, it seems like there's a trigger for how the rock pickers work. That there's a check and it isn't working correctly. Starting the other side of the field. That's exactly how I did it as well, OSB. But it seems like there's a check that's not working correctly, because if you try it on one of the default maps, once you've de-stoned an area, it won't go back over it. So there's something different about the way the fields work on this map. And I'm not sure what it is. Because I tested that on one of the other maps. On the American map, whose name escapes me right now. And it worked fine. It stopped up every time you came to a bit that was already done. So there's a check that's not working on this map, and I'm not entirely sure why it isn't. On the bright side, at least this field will be fully limed up. It also doesn't stop when it's full. That's very annoying. Yeah. Because, like, I'm using the stones to make lime, and every time it doesn't stop when it's full, I lose out on a lot of lime. Got the duty for another crop. And harvest. Greenwood. I'm using the land for anything that's going up into the production area. Steam fan. So anything that is dedicated for production of self-sufficient goods is going into the land. So the dually will be freed up for crops at harvest. The dually is free right now. That's my grain trailer. That's only going to be used for grain. Possibly silage. So there's no plans on using the dually for like stones or manure or something, like, because I'll need to bring manure up over there. I'll be using the land for that too. I don't see the point in using my I don't see why I'd want to use the grain trailer for that, because you wouldn't do it in real life. Or you would, but you'd need to wash it out and disinfect it quite thoroughly before using it for grain again. So that's this field fully limed, I believe. It's not growth, it's soil comp. Yes. Oh, for goodness sake. So that's that field done, fully. I know that it still needs a bit of ploughing done. I'll do that next time the fields need... I'll do that after I'll do that next time if it needs lime. I'll give it a thorough plow. Because hopefully by then I'll have a bigger... What did you do, Alex? It's always fun when Alex says I'm dumb, because that means he's done something incredibly stupid. Your turn. Yeah, VSync. Yeah, okay. PSA here. If you have Microsoft Flight Simulator and you have FPS issues, turn off VSync. VSync, for whatever reason, eats all of the frames ever. You don't need it. You can deal with whatever screen tearing happens. You will get higher FPS. But screen tearing. But higher FPS. That's a known thing, Alex. That's been known since launch. That VSync, for whatever reason, eats all your frames. Let's top this up with lime. The FPS is above 30, you're fine. Hang on, you've been playing with VSync this entire time? Dude, you could have had much higher frame rates without it. Now go into drive. I'm loving this JCB, by the way. I'm so glad this is in-game as like a default bit of equipment. It's screwed, Steam fan. Yeah, it's completely foobar. Because it shouldn't be... It shouldn't be reducing your GPU usage. But it does. Here we go. I am aware of the time, by the way. This is... I'm just kind of stage stuff for tomorrow's stream. So that we can launch straight into getting some work done. Aiden Sayers, 69, nice. Cheers for the follow. You'll pop up on screen in a second. And hello. You should pop up on the screen in a second. There you go. Stream elements being slow. Turning off VSync fixed the menu, but not the... I'm gonna be really annoyed if it is actually just broken in FPS again, because I just managed to get the game to run nice and stable and a smooth 30 plus FPS. So I'm going to stage this down on Field 6. Because Field 6 is fully sorted. Field 3 should take a little bit longer to do. Field 23 still needs to be harvested, but that's a thing for October in-game. And then... And then what? Then we can get into seeding. Could we not get into seeding before that? We could seed barley field right now. We could plant wheat or barley. Or we could plant the canola field. We could turn yeah, we could plant field 2 in canola. With what free tractor? I don't have one. That's fine. That can wait until I got the lime down. How have I got 4 tractors and I'm still running short? Also, how have I got stuck on a wall? There we go. There we go. Hydrate. I will hydrate momentarily. Cruise control on. What crops can't be sold on this map? I have an edited version of the map. OSB. So, the only crops that I can't sell are grapes and olives. I think default sorghum is included in the list, and maybe oats too. It's the new crops they can't be sold. I have heard via basically Twitter that there is an update coming from the map, or for the map from Oxy, that I am presuming will fix the... What are you doing? What about the other 2/3 of the field, dude? You just... What are you doing? Okay, he's evil. You can clearly see he's evil. He's actually slightly more bald than me, but he's got the evil mustache. Therefore, this hired worker is evil. Gonna move the McCormick to block the hired worker doing what it shouldn't. It's... Why did you skip that bit? And the... I have decided the hired worker is drunk. It's a UK or US place, you know, of Newark. That's... Oh my god, Steam fan. I found an anagram, I don't know if it's the right one. It's probably not, because it's not a place. Steam fan, I found a site where you can make your own Wordle clone thing last night. Made one, sent it to Alex, and I said, I gave him the sole hint that it's very me. Meaning, he knew it was a swear of some description. So he just started putting swears in, because... Yeah. The very me hint was basically just, I've made it a swear because I thought it was funny. Right, let's get this up into the rock crusher. And... we can end the stream there, I think. Yeah, if I get this into the rock crusher, we'll be in a good position to... get going. I was gonna say rock on, didn't want the pun. Screw it. We're in a good position to rock on tomorrow. We can rock towards rocks with rocks. No, we can launch into lime fairly quickly. tomorrow. I can, if I want to, just turn this all into hay or silage if needs be as well. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot for getting the other 2 fields limed up. I think, I hesitate to say this, I think we might have enough lime for both. Helps if I have the actual trailer bit selected. There we go. That's gonna launch through these fairly quickly. It's producing a hellacious amount of lime, which is honestly glorious. That's kind of why I have it. There's an update coming to this where it'll require water as well. No thanks. So... And oh! I need to... So I'm going to need to do silage faster than I thought, because I'll need digestate to make fertilizer. Because I need to make fertilizer so I can make seeds, because the seeds require fertilizer as an input. But just looking at this here, I can totally be self-sufficient with basically everything. Like, manure, liquid manure, digestate, they're all fertilizers in and of themselves. If I can use them to produce fertilizer so I can get seeds out. Notice barley, that's why I'm making a hellacious amount of barley. Canola is going to go for mineral feed. Hay potato, silage potato is going to be a little while. But yeah, going to work towards being self-sufficient, producing everything I need. All the seeds, I won't be producing fertilizer, I'll be using manure, liquid manure. I'll be producing my own lime, producing my own mineral feed. Should be able to make this map completely work without me actually needing to go to the shop. You're not reloading, it's fine. GG. Cope68, choose for the follow, and here's your hydrate. Pigs take spuds, Gislerian bacon. But I've got cows. Cows work off stuff that I've already got. GD and Brum. I'm going to send you guys over to GD. Is GD playing Farm Sim? Let's have a look at what GD's playing. Because I know sometimes he plays other games, but I think he's moved his other games onto YouTube because... reasons. Yeah, he's on Calmsden. So I'm going to raid you guys over to Gamer Dragon. He is a good guy. I will not be following because I need to do a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to do. I won't be following, but GD's a good guy. He's not as PC as I am. Or, not PC. Not as PG as I am. I'm super PG because I don't like swearing on stream. He has no issues with it. But he's a good guy and a good streamer. I will catch you guys tomorrow, where we'll be hoping to finish up those 3 fields with lime and get some canola in the ground. Until then, stay safe and goodbye. If you guys want to sticker bomb the end stream here with emotes, feel free. That's kind of yeah, you can do that.